My beloved child. Something rare is unfolding around you right now, and most people would miss it if they blinked. A new love is moving closer, not loudly, not dramatically, but with a quiet certainty that cannot be stopped. This is not a random attraction or a temporary spark. This is a once-in-a-lifetime alignment that has been preparing itself while you were busy healing, growing, and learning to stand on your own. You may feel a strange calm mixed with curiosity lately, as if your heart knows before your mind does. That feeling is not imagination. It is recognition. This new love already knows who you are, even before meeting you fully, and they are watching for the exact moment to reveal themselves. What makes this moment powerful is not speed, but timing. Everything you endured before now was clearing space for this connection to exist without confusion or fear. This love will not rush you. It will meet you where you are, and that alone should tell you how different this is from anything you have known before. Listen carefully, because this is where most people lose the thread. This new love does not arrive like past ones did. There is no chaos at the entrance. There is no emotional noise. Instead, there is an eerie sense of familiarity that feels almost unreal. You might notice subtle signs, small synchronicities, repeated thoughts about a person you barely know, or a name that keeps appearing without explanation. These are not coincidences. This person is already emotionally tuned into you, even if circumstances have kept them silent. They are holding back not because they are unsure, but because they are choosing the right moment. They understand the weight of revealing themselves to you. They know that once they step forward, nothing will be casual anymore. This is someone who has observed your strength from a distance and respected your journey enough to wait. That patience is part of the love itself. It is proof that this connection is built on awareness, not impulse. Now feel this next truth, because it changes everything. This person is not coming to complete you. They are coming to walk beside you. They see your independence, your boundaries, and your growth, and instead of being intimidated, they are drawn closer. That is rare. Most people want to be needed. This one wants to be chosen. They are preparing to reveal themselves in a way that feels natural, almost accidental, yet deeply intentional. When it happens, you may replay the moment later and realize how perfectly it was orchestrated. A conversation that goes deeper than expected. A look that lingers just a second longer. A silence that feels comfortable instead of awkward. These are the signals. The shock is not in drama, but in clarity. You will realize that this person understands you without needing explanations. That is when your heart will pause, because it will recognize safety instead of anxiety. Do not underestimate the emotional impact of this revelation. When this new love steps into the open, it will quietly rewrite your understanding of connection. You may feel exposed, not because you are vulnerable, but because you are finally seen. This person has already accepted the parts of you that others misunderstood or ignored. They are not here to fix you or save you. They are here to build something steady, something real, something that does not collapse under pressure. That realization can feel overwhelming at first. Your mind may search for old patterns, old fears, old defenses. But they will not find a place to attach. This love does not trigger your wounds. It soothes them. That is how you know it is different. That is how you know it is new. And that is why it feels almost unbelievable. Stay present, because the final truth of this part is subtle but powerful. The reason this love is able to reveal itself now is because you are ready to receive it without losing yourself. You are no longer chasing, proving, or shrinking. You are standing still in your worth, and that energy is unmistakable. This person has felt that shift, even from afar. They know the moment they step forward, they are stepping into something sacred. When they reveal themselves, it will not be with grand promises, but with consistency, honesty, and emotional depth. And when you realize who they are, you will understand why nothing before them ever worked. This is not the beginning of chaos. This is the beginning of peace. My beloved child. The moment this new love begins to move closer, something inside you will subtly shift, and that shift will feel unfamiliar yet grounding at the same time. You may notice that your thoughts become quieter, not louder. Your heart stops racing ahead of reality and starts syncing with the present moment. This is important, because this love does not activate anxiety. It activates awareness. You will sense them before they speak their truth. Their energy will feel steady, intentional, and focused on you without pressure. They are not here to test you or play games. They are here because they already decided. While others hesitated, this person reflected. While others doubted, this person observed. And now, when they step forward, it will feel less like an introduction and more like a confirmation of something your soul already knew was coming. Pay attention to how this person shows up, because their actions will speak long before their words do. They will listen deeply, not just to respond, but to understand. They will remember small details about you that you never thought mattered. They will respect your pace without making you feel distant. This is where the shock begins to unfold. You will realize that you are no longer explaining your worth or justifying your boundaries. They accept them naturally. That acceptance will feel powerful, almost disarming. You may catch yourself wondering why this feels so easy, and that question itself is the answer. Love was never meant to feel like survival. This connection flows because it is aligned, not forced. And once you feel that, your standards will permanently rise. There is something else unfolding behind the scenes that you must understand. This person has been carrying their feelings quietly, with discipline and emotional maturity. They did not rush because they wanted to approach you from a place of stability, not desperation. They have worked through their own fears so they do not place them on you. When they finally reveal themselves, it will be calm, clear, and intentional. No confusion. No mixed signals. Just honesty. That clarity may feel intense at first, because you are used to decoding people. With them, there is nothing to decode. What you see is what they mean. And what they mean is serious. This revelation will not feel overwhelming. It will feel grounding. Like standing on solid ground after a long time at sea. As this connection unfolds, you will notice something deeply emotional happening within you. Old doubts will try to surface, but they will not hold power. Old wounds will whisper, but they will not control your choices. This love does not reopen scars. It proves that healing worked. You will feel proud of yourself, not because someone chose you, but because you chose yourself long enough to allow this to arrive. That pride will be quiet, but strong. And in that strength, this new love will mirror you back your growth. They will not compete with your independence. They will admire it. They will not fear your depth. They will meet it. This is the kind of love that expands your life instead of consuming it. Remember this final truth of this part, because it prepares you for what comes next. When this new love fully reveals themselves, it will mark the end of a cycle, not just the beginning of a relationship. A cycle of confusion. A cycle of longing. A cycle of emotional imbalance. This is why it feels significant. This is why it feels once in a lifetime. Not because love is rare, but because alignment is. And you are aligned now. Stay aware. Stay present. The next phase will show you exactly how this love transforms your world without ever asking you to lose yourself. My beloved child. As this connection deepens, something extraordinary begins to happen within you, and it will feel almost unreal because of how natural it is. You will notice that your intuition becomes sharper around this person. Your body relaxes in their presence. Your mind does not race ahead looking for exits or explanations. That is because this love does not trigger your survival instincts. It speaks directly to your sense of belonging. When they finally reveal their feelings clearly, you may feel a pause inside your chest, not from fear, but from recognition. It will feel like a truth landing gently, yet firmly. You will understand, in that instant, that this person did not stumble into your life. They arrived with purpose. Everything about their timing, their words, and their energy will confirm that they came when you were finally strong enough to receive love without losing your center. Observe how differently you respond this time, because this is one of the biggest revelations. You are not chasing clarity. You are not questioning your worth. You are not afraid of silence. Instead, you are grounded. You are present. You are aware. This new love activates confidence, not insecurity. You will feel safe expressing yourself without fear of being misunderstood or dismissed. That safety is not accidental. It is the result of emotional maturity on both sides. This person does not rush your heart. They allow it to open at its own pace. And because of that, every interaction feels intentional. Even the quiet moments feel meaningful. You will realize that love does not need intensity to be powerful. Consistency carries more weight than passion ever did before. There is a deeper layer to this connection that few people experience, and this is where it becomes truly life-changing. This person sees your future self and respects your present one. They do not try to anchor you to who you used to be. They encourage who you are becoming. Their presence inspires growth, not compromise. You may notice that your goals feel clearer. Your focus sharpens. Your self-respect strengthens. This is because aligned love does not distract you from your purpose. It supports it. When they reveal themselves fully, you will feel an inner confirmation that this connection adds value to your life rather than complexity. That realization will feel shocking in its simplicity. Now understand this carefully, because it explains why this love feels so different from the past. This person does not love from fear of loss. They love from choice. They choose you daily, calmly, and with intention. There is no manipulation in their affection. No emotional tests. No confusion. When they speak, their words align with their actions. When they promise, they follow through. This consistency may feel unfamiliar at first, even uncomfortable, because chaos once felt normal. But as days pass, your nervous system will adapt. Peace will become your new standard. And once peace becomes familiar, you will never accept less again. Hold on to this final message of this part, because it prepares you for the transformation ahead. This new love is not here to create noise in your life. It is here to create stability. When they reveal themselves completely, you will not feel swept away. You will feel anchored. You will understand that this is not a fleeting chapter. This is a foundation being laid carefully, intentionally, and with respect. And as you stand in this awareness, you will realize something profound. The waiting was not punishment. It was preparation. The love that awaits you did not arrive late. It arrived right on time. My beloved child. As this bond continues to unfold, you will begin to notice how deeply this person honors your inner world. They do not rush your emotions or demand access to every thought. Instead, they respect your silence as much as your voice. That respect will touch something tender inside you, because it proves they see you as a whole human being, not a role to fill in their life. When they finally speak their truth without hesitation, it will not feel heavy or dramatic. It will feel sincere. Almost inevitable. You will sense that they have rehearsed nothing, yet prepared everything within themselves. This is the kind of reveal that does not shock through intensity, but through depth. It will feel like a door opening quietly, yet once it opens, it cannot be closed again. You will understand that this person is not testing the waters. They are stepping in with intention. Notice how your energy responds, because your reaction will be the clearest sign of alignment. There will be no urge to hide. No instinct to protect yourself by pulling away. Instead, you will feel an unusual desire to be honest, calm, and present. You will not feel the need to perform or impress. This is because this love recognizes you without requiring proof. That recognition will create emotional safety, and emotional safety creates truth. Conversations will deepen naturally. Eye contact will hold meaning. Even simple moments will feel significant. You may catch yourself smiling without reason, feeling grounded without effort. This is what happens when love meets readiness. It does not overwhelm you. It supports you. There is a powerful realization coming with this connection, and it may surprise you. You will begin to see how much you have changed. Not in who you are, but in what you allow. You no longer tolerate confusion. You no longer chase affection. You no longer abandon yourself to be chosen. And this person senses that. They approach you with care because they know you value your peace. That awareness shapes how they reveal themselves. They will be direct, but gentle. Confident, but respectful. When they express their feelings, you will feel clarity instead of doubt. That clarity will feel like a gift, because you worked hard to become someone who could receive it without fear. As time moves forward, you will realize that this love does not pull you away from your life. It integrates into it. Your routines remain intact. Your goals remain important. Your sense of self remains strong. And yet, everything feels richer. This is not distraction. This is alignment. This person supports your growth without overshadowing it. They celebrate your independence without feeling threatened by it. That balance is rare. And when you recognize it, you will understand why this connection feels once in a lifetime. Not because it is perfect, but because it is conscious. Both of you are choosing presence over projection. Reality over illusion. That choice changes everything. Carry this final truth with you as this part closes. When this new love fully reveals themselves, it will not feel like fate forcing its hand. It will feel like two paths finally crossing at the right moment. You will sense that nothing was wasted. Not the waiting. Not the lessons. Not the solitude. All of it led here. And as you stand in this awareness, you will know something deep and steady. This love is not here to take you away from yourself. It is here to walk with you, openly, honestly, and with intention. My beloved child. As this love settles into your awareness, you will begin to sense a quiet certainty forming inside you, and it will feel unlike anything you have known before. This certainty does not shout. It does not demand reassurance. It simply exists. You will notice that you stop questioning outcomes and start trusting the unfolding. That is because this connection is not built on anticipation. It is built on presence. When this person stands in front of you, emotionally and honestly, you will feel a deep internal stillness, as if your heart finally understands that it does not need to guard itself anymore. This is the moment where the shock becomes internal. You realize that love can feel calm and powerful at the same time. You realize that safety can coexist with desire. And you realize that this person is not trying to convince you of anything. They are simply showing up as they are. Watch how this love changes the way you move through the world, because the transformation will be subtle but undeniable. You will no longer seek validation from places that once drained you. Your energy becomes more selective. Your time becomes more valuable. And instead of feeling lonely in your independence, you feel grounded in it. This person does not interrupt that grounding. They strengthen it. They encourage you to take up space without apology. They celebrate your wins without comparison. They hold space for your emotions without trying to control them. This dynamic will feel surprising at first, because you are used to love requiring effort just to be understood. Here, understanding flows naturally. And that ease is not a lack of depth. It is the result of emotional alignment. There will come a moment when you realize how intentional this person has been from the very beginning. You will see that every step they took was measured, respectful, and conscious. They did not rush because they wanted something real. They did not hesitate because they were unsure. They waited because they cared enough to approach you correctly. That realization will hit you quietly, but it will stay with you. You will understand that this person values connection over control, truth over intensity, and longevity over momentary excitement. When they speak about the future, it will not feel overwhelming. It will feel natural. Like something that makes sense rather than something that pressures you. That is when you will know this is not a fleeting chapter. This is a shared direction. As you allow yourself to open more, you will notice that your emotional expression changes. You are no longer afraid of being too much or not enough. You are simply yourself. And this person meets you there, without hesitation. They do not pull away when you are honest. They lean in. They do not disappear when things get real. They become more present. That consistency will heal parts of you that you did not even realize were still waiting for reassurance. Not through words, but through patterns that remain steady over time. You will learn that love does not need constant proof when it is grounded in truth. And that lesson will reshape your expectations forever. Hold this final awareness as this part concludes, because it prepares you for what comes next. This love is not revealing itself to change your life overnight. It is revealing itself to grow with you over time. Slowly. Intentionally. Authentically. You will understand that this is not about intensity or obsession. This is about partnership. About choosing each other without losing individuality. About building something that does not fade when excitement settles. And as you stand in this understanding, you will feel a quiet gratitude rise within you. Not for the love alone, but for the version of yourself that waited, healed, and became ready to receive it. My beloved child. There will be a moment soon when you realize that this love does not demand your attention. It earns it. You will feel drawn in without being pulled. You will choose closeness without feeling cornered. That difference matters more than you know. This person understands the rhythm of your life and moves within it instead of disrupting it. When they reveal themselves fully, you will notice how naturally they fit, as if space was already made for them long ago. That realization will land softly, yet it will stay with you. You will understand that love does not need to arrive loudly to be powerful. Sometimes the most life-altering connections enter quietly and stay permanently. As days pass, you will notice how your emotional balance remains intact, even as feelings deepen. There is no fear of losing control. There is no sense of urgency to define everything at once. This love grows through shared presence, not pressure. Conversations flow without force. Silence feels safe instead of awkward. You may catch yourself feeling emotionally nourished rather than drained. That is not accidental. This person gives without keeping score. They show up without conditions. And because of that, trust forms naturally. You will realize that you are no longer bracing for disappointment. You are allowing joy without suspicion. That shift alone is a powerful revelation. There is something profoundly surprising about how this connection strengthens you instead of consuming you. You remain focused. You remain grounded. You remain yourself. This love does not blur your identity. It clarifies it. You will notice that you make decisions with more confidence, not less. Your voice becomes steadier. Your boundaries remain firm without guilt. This person does not ask you to compromise your values. They align with them. That alignment will feel rare, almost unreal, because it reflects a level of emotional maturity that you once hoped for but rarely encountered. Now it is here, and it feels natural. At some point, you will look back and recognize how every previous experience prepared you for this exact dynamic. Not by hardening you, but by teaching you discernment. You learned what to walk away from. You learned what not to accept. And now, you are able to recognize what is right without overthinking it. This love does not confuse you. It confirms you. When this person stands in their truth and chooses you openly, you will not feel shocked by their choice. You will feel calm, because it aligns with who you have become. That calm is the evidence that this connection is real. Carry this final awareness as you move forward. This new love is not here to rescue you or redefine you. It is here to complement you. To walk beside you with clarity and respect. To build something that feels stable, honest, and deeply mutual. When they reveal themselves completely, you will understand that this was never about finding love. It was about becoming ready for it. And now, that readiness is being met with